Hey there. I want to share a technique I created to help myself almost instantly break free from those draining negative thought loops each time I use it. I know it sounds too good to be true, but I'm not selling anything that's going to cost you any money or any financial investment. Just give me a few seconds of your time. Because we're dealing with the power of suggestion, neurolinguistic programming, bypassing the critical factor, neuroplasticity, and all the other wonderful things that encourage a shift in your opinion, the opinion of yourself, through a gentle process that lasts less than 5 seconds. The only price you will have to pay is a single morsel of trust in yourself. This is your moment to simply be cared for. Let the world take care of itself just for now. It's okay to rest into yourself now. You've earned this quiet ease, more than you know. And I want you to know that this is for you. A way to literally visualize the cycle and stop it in its tracks so you can get your life back. And you can, and you do. And so as we begin, I need you to know that you're not the only one. I can't tell you how many times a single negative thought has hijacked my entire mood. I'd start replaying a conversation, criticizing a mistake, or just feel that knot of anxiety in my stomach, and I couldn't find the stop button. It was like a powerful pendulum had me in its grip, and with every swing, it was pulling my energy away. My brain would get locked into an idea, and that was it. I was done. Stuck in a loop, thinking the same thing over and over. And sometimes I would start sweating or just start pacing back and forth in my mind, racing faster and faster, going absolutely nowhere. I knew logically if I could just stop thinking about it in that way, I'd be free. But knowing that didn't make it stop. And then I discovered a simple mental tool to break that cycle in literally a few seconds. I'm not fighting the thought, but by visually reclaiming the energy it's stealing from you. I'm going to show you the technique that I use. I call it stopping the pendulum. The core method, it's 3 steps. See it, slow it, stop it. So, how do you actually do this? How do you detach from one of these energy-draining, emotional pendulums that have us so entranced, so hypnotized because we keep thinking about this thing over and over again, and it just drains and drains and drains? Okay, so here's how it works. The next time you catch yourself in that loop, follow these steps. First, just notice. Acknowledge the thought pattern without judgment. Just say to yourself, I'm aware that I'm freaking myself out right now with these thoughts. I'm aware that I'm terrorizing myself. I am aware that I'm just upsetting myself with these thoughts. See, this is you spotting it. Okay. 2, give it a shape. In your mind's eye, visualize all those thoughts, that entire cycle of thoughts, as a swinging pendulum, like on a clock, going back and forth. Just see this pendulum swinging back and forth, carrying that negative energy with every arc. And you're not fighting the thoughts, you're just giving their energy a visual form. 3, slow it down. Now gently, in your imagination, begin to slow the pendulum swing, see it losing momentum, the wide swings getting smaller, slower, more gentle, until you bring it to a complete and perfect stop. This is quick. You start to get crazy in your mind. You start to get those thoughts. We all get them. So then you start to see the pendulum, see it swinging, slow it down, and stop. Thought comes into mind. If you have to be conscious of it. You'll start waking up more and more. You'll see the pendulum. You'll just imagine a pendulum. You go, shit, this is one of those pendulums. See it swinging back and forth. Slow it down and stop. That's it. And as you stop that pendulum in your mind, in your imagination, notice what happens in your body. That mental energy that was trapped in the loop, it's released. It feels like a quiet sigh of relief in your chest, softening, a sense of peace returning. This energy comes back to you. You haven't suppressed the thought. You haven't fought it. You've simply recognized its pattern, visualized its energy, and with a simple act of focused imagination, you've chosen to stop feeding it. And all you did was imagine this pendulum coming to a stop. As fast as you want, you do it in less than 5 seconds. So, what just happened inside your brain to make that possible? So let's break down the neuroscience. That anxious thought loop was running on a well-worn highway in your brain, primarily driven by your limbic system, your emotional center, including the amygdala. This is our threat detection circuit, and it was stuck in a feedback loop, firing the same alarm signal over and over. So, when you saw it, the pendulum, when you consciously noticed the loop, you did something crucial. You activate your prefrontal cortex. This is the CEO of your brain, responsible for conscious awareness and decision making. You brought online rational oversight to an offline emotional reaction just by hallucinating the pendulum, because you want it to stop. You don't want to be going through the upsetness. I don't either. So when you slowed and stopped it through visualization, you weren't just playing with a mental image. You were performing a direct neural intervention. You were using your prefrontal cortex to send a powerful inhibitory signal to your amygdala. So essentially, you're telling your brain's alarm system, I see the alert, I'm handling it, stand down. You physically interrupted the synaptic loop that was sustaining the anxiety. The loop is broken. Your energy is yours again, and that feeling of relief, that's your nervous system exiting the fight or flight state and returning to a calm state where your energy is no longer being burned by a false alarm. This isn't magic. It's the practical application of your brain's innate ability to change. It's neuroplasticity. Every time you do this, you weaken the wiring of the anxious loop and strengthen the wiring of your conscious control. Listen to this a couple times. Just get the little formula in your mind. You start to get upset, just start hallucinating a pendulum swinging back and forth. Slow that bitch down till it stops. The energy goes into your body. See you on the next one, guys.